Alright guys, we're back with the second out of the 3 EZAs, which is the Android 17 Universe 7 unit. Only the one dupe in them, so they're only going to be so good. But they are level 10 links. We have them pretty much on the same team as Jiren. Reps in Universe Survival Saga has had such a massive buff over the last 6 months to a year. And again, with very little releases, but they are starting with 496k attack stat, 222k defense. Usually they're going to be a slot 3 unit, I think, for the most part. But of course, for the sake of the video, we are going to slide them into slot 2. So we actually get to see what they're doing. And we are getting them a 24 key to start with, which is very nice. And they're starting the turn with the attack and defense plus 177%. You get key plus 1 up to 5, damage reduction by 7% up to 35%, and a chance to perform a critical hit plus 7% up to 35% per reps Universe 7 category ally on the team. Which of course goes up to 5 units, so we do have that. 17.2 million attack stat. I've only got one dupe in this unit. And we're doing 17 million attack stats with a 13 mil crit. Okay. Damn. But as I was saying, yeah, that means we have the full 35% for the crit chance, damage reduction, and key plus 5. I know we have Beast Gohan on the team, but of course we do have a friend UI Goku. So you can slide the beast. You can slide the beast on the team. Just so you know that. They then get an additional attack and defense plus 77%, an additional damage reduction of 17%, an additional chance of performing a critical hit plus 17% when there are 5 or more reps units on the team as well, which of course we do have. Very easy to do. If you really want to, just build a full reps team. As I said, reps has made a full 180 off of just sheer EZAs rather than releases. Like, it's so easy to do. You've got Tech Allo UI Goku, you've got the Year 6 EZAs, SSBK and SSBE, you've got Blue Boys, you've got Strength UI, that's 5 units. You've got these guys, which is 6. You've got Golden Freezer in 17, which is 7. MVP 17, which is 8. TOP Androids is 9. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's enough units for you to choose from when it comes to packing your team out full of reps units. But then again, you only need 5. So you don't even need a full team. You can have 1 unit, which again, should always go to Beast Gohan, who are on reps. So very easy getting all that additional attack and defense, key, crit chance, damage reduction, plus it adds up, you know, with the 5 reps units all together from both buffs, you're looking at, what, 52% damage reduction? And then after they super attack, I mean, 18 key, they get no... I mean, technically they do, because it's not self-excluded. They'll cause Mega Cross damage to the enemy, raise allies' attack and defense by 30%, and a chance of performing a critical hit by 7% for 2 turns, which means the following turn does get the benefit from it. And then on 12 key, will massively raise attack by 100% for 1 turn, cause cross damage to the enemy, and raise allies' attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn. So if you hit an additional with these guys, you will get both sets of support. You'll get the attack and defense support, and you'll also get the crit support as well. But the 12 key support, which is the 30% attack and defense, only lasts 1 turn though, not the 2. Like the crit on the 18 key. They'll also randomly change key spheres of certain type to rainbow key spheres when HP is 77% or less. And they'll also gain an additional attack and defense plus 77% when key is 17 or more, which shouldn't really be too difficult to do. I don't think so. Actually, I say that right now when we might actually struggle. Yeah, I spoke too soon. We're literally not even getting an 18 key super attack. So if all placement isn't very nice to you, yes, you'll struggle to get that. It's not a guarantee to get the 17 key, as we literally just saw. They'll also get an additional attack and defense plus 77% again, and launch a guaranteed additional when key is 22 or more, which of course you really do want. And the reason why you want their HP at 77% or less, and again to kind of linger around that threshold, is because you want their rainbow orb changing. Because if they get their rainbow orb changing and you get rainbow key spheres, this unit will get key plus 3 per rainbow key sphere obtained. Which, if you can maintain in and around that threshold, you will always get yourself 17 key, which means you'll get the 77% attack and defense, which of course you want. And then you will also get the additional 77% again, having your key at 22 or more. That's 152% extra attack and defense that you do not want to miss out on. They'll also get an extra key plus 1 and attack and defense plus 7% for all allies, self-excluded unfortunately. plus an additional chance of performing a critical hit, plus 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained as well, which again is why you kind of want to maintain your HP around that 77% threshold, not only for them, but for the support, on top of the support they're giving out from both SA effects. So in terms of this unit, from what we've seen so far, they are putting out very good numbers. On top of the very good numbers, they are also a very, very good support. They're literally giving other units everything. Aside from dodge chance, they're getting attack and defense, they're getting crit chance. I mean, they could also give them damage reduction, but good support, both in passive, both on literally both SA effects. Combined with units that already do a ton of damage anyway, already have built-in additionals, built-in crits. They're just adding to that. They're making this team ever so stronger, bulking it up so much more than it already is, which is crazy because it's already bulky on top of that. While also putting out very, very good numbers themselves as it is. And again, this is only at one dupe. This isn't Rainbow. This isn't even two dupes. This is at one dupe. And we've already seen them do, what, 17 million attack stat? 18 million attack stat? Something like that. So they are very good. And this is even before you factor in dupes as well, because they're getting, again, so much from their passive in terms of attack and defense, crit chance, all of that good stuff. Also, we have their active skill, which causes Unchanged, which can be activated when facing only one enemy, which you're doing 95% of the time anyway, whose HP is at 50% or less if there are 5 or more reps units on the team, which again is very easy to do. You're kind of doing that naturally by building Beast Gohan's team anyway, in the teams you're using. With 2 or more self-excluded attacking in the same turn as well, which again is primarily what the teams are filled with, reps units, because a lot of them go on superheroes. And then on that active skill, these guys will greatly raise attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage to the enemy, and all allies get key +7 for 1 turn as well, which obviously it makes them a ridiculous support. Yeah, we're getting them how many? 4 rainbow key spheres. 4 rainbow key spheres, which does mean we're giving everyone key +4, an extra attack and defense plus 28%, an extra 28% crit chance on top of that. And we also got 24 key. 16.5 mil attack stat with all the crit chance we got as well. And don't forget the 35% damage reduction and the extra 17%. I said they have so much going for them. Good numbers. They're putting out very good numbers in terms of damage. They're supporting everyone with a ton of support on not only passive, but also SA effects with just numbers and crit chance. They have a ton of crit chance themselves. They have damage reduction themselves. They have so much going for them. Just like UI Goku, they have so much to offer the team, which is already a stacked team. And it just makes Universe Survival Saga, but primarily reps with these guys, so ridiculously strong. And just to circle back to my point, this category hasn't had that many new units. In the last year to 2 years, they've had 2. And the TOP androids have been pissed off their own category. The main one being Tech Ally UI Goku. The most this team has been buffed is just by EZAs. And this is another insane one to add to the team. I said they offer so much to an already stacked team along with LR UI Goku. Unfortunately, of course, they don't benefit from the extra part of UI Goku's domain, which of course is the Realm of Gods part. But they do benefit from the standard superclass buff, while these lot are also buffing reps units. So can you imagine UI Goku's domain active, buffing these guys, and then these guys buffing everyone else, including UI Goku, with his domain? It's crazy. Unfortunately, we're not going to see the active skill because I know we'll do enough damage here. But it's actually mad how good of a unit these guys are. But then also how much, again, they add to a team that is already stacked. Like, how can it get that much better? But it does. And again, combined with UI Goku's domain, as I said, good amount of damage reduction, insane amounts of support from passive and SA effects, especially if you get an additional. Good damage output, good numbers. Damage reduction's nice, what, 52% in total as well? They are a very good EZA, and this is all at one dupe. One dupe. And we're seeing 16, 17 million attack stats. Very good unit, and don't forget, a lot of the time they'll be in slot 3. Because you've got the heavy hitters on rotation, like the year 6 EZAs. You can squeeze a beast on the team. Blue Boys, Tech Ally UI, they'll be in slot 3. They are very, very good. They are definitely playing for the badge for the team. They are repping Universe 7. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great rest of your day, and post.